Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. I sent out a little survey in the community post to see if you wanted me to do a flip through of this new Somerset Studio. And yes, you wanted me to do that. And I'm more than happy to do it. I find this issue, this is the May, June, July 24 issue. I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I normally buy these. I have only a few of them. This is one here. This is back from 22. I have another one from, what year is this? I'm going to be using, that's 22. I like to purchase these because I love the artwork. And a lot of times I will take a page out of here and incorporate it in my work for a greeting card or something like that. But this one here, she caught my eye. I actually had to go to my foot doctor yesterday. And a little update on that. I have to wear my post-surgical shoe for another 2 weeks. I'll be going back on May 21st. After she did the x-rays yesterday, I fractured my third toe. So this is my big toe. And then I have these 3 toes here where the stool fell right across here. These 2 toes definitely are fractured, but they're fractured right at the tips of the toes under the nails. So she saw my sandal I brought my sandal with me yesterday, and she saw it and she goes, "Nice try." She says, "What, you're in this shoe for at least another 2 weeks." Which is fine. So that's the update. I not only fractured one, I fractured the 3rd toe. My 4th toe here is getting zingers in it. And I think it's just because she said the nerves are coming back to life. And then she did some little pedicure work, removing some dead skin on these 2 toes, which was not all that comfortable. But at least it looks better. So whenever I go to my foot doctor or I go and drop my girls for a hair grooming, there's a Barnes & Noble near there. It's 30 minutes away. And I always ask hubby, I'm like, can we stop? So I went in there yesterday in hopes that maybe the May issue of Daphne's Diary was out. It's not. And it kind of surprised me because there had to be a dozen Daphne Diary from last month. I know they go by numbers. I don't know what number it was, but I think it was the Easter issue. I didn't care for it at all. And I remember watching Mish over at Mish Crafty. She did a flip through, and I believe she said that it wasn't up to snuff for her either. So I was surprised to see all of those issues still sitting on the shelf. So I saw this Somerset Studio, and she just captivated me. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do a quick flip through. And I did make the purchase. Like I said, I might only purchase one a year of these. They're $16.99 in the States, which to me, it's kind of pricey. But it's worth it if I can use a lot of images in here. So I hope you stick around to take a look at this, and we will go through it. And it took me a while to get my lights adjusted just right so there was no glare. So I hope the lighting is good for you. So we will start our little flip through. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. A big welcome to all my new subscribers. I appreciate it. Welcome, as I usually do. Welcome back to all of the people that revisit my channel and send lots of love and positive energy, very kind comments. I appreciate you greatly. And a big shout out to my Patreon members for your support. So I'll do a flip through and I'll try to be quiet. And you can just enjoy this. But I I have to talk during this one because there's so many things. This is what I like about it. You know, you could use these as backgrounds in your collage work, or if you're making a master board. And there's some really nice ideas in here that I can get, that you can get to do. This is Jane Chip. Hi, Jane. Everybody knows who Jane is. And if you don't follow Jane, you should. She's on Instagram. She does much more on Instagram, I believe, than she does her YouTube. But I love Jane's work. And Jane is over in the UK. And you can learn a lot from her. I have a flip through of Jane's art book in my on my channel, and it's a wonderful art book. Had to have it because I wanted to make some things that she had done in there, and I have all the supplies, but I have yet to do it. I think I'm waiting for summer because some of it involves spraying different products on tissue paper. I didn't want to do that in the house. So maybe we can make that an outdoor yard project. But Jane has the most beautiful, I just think the most beautiful work. And there's a nice little story that she's added about her work, how she got started, what she did during COVID, the 100-day project she took part in. There's Jane. And her colors are just beautiful, just all natural, very earthy, down-to-earth colors. And I have to say, I think Jane is a very down-to-earth person. She's just a lovely gal. And she uses a lot of lace and trim, and she just does it all. Her mixed media is gorgeous. And even if you don't want to get that involved as Jane does, you can find a lot of ideas in here that you could bring into your artwork and do more of a simple version, something you're comfortable with. I'm very intimidated by her work, only for the fact that it's totally different. It's a different style than I have. It's a gorgeous style, but sometimes my mind just doesn't work with, you know, using your gesso with stencils. And, you know, I love it, but I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off. And then, of course, in here, they give you papers that you can use and tear out. And then yesterday, I could have gotten $1 off a hot or iced tea, grande or larger, which I didn't. I'm actually, I downloaded an app on my phone, a calorie counter. And I'm weighing. My son got, because I was complaining about how I can't fit into my summer shorts, and last year I couldn't fit into them. And now with my foot still being in this dang shoe, my aerobics is kind of shot until June. So we decided to download an app, and I'm weighing all of my food, and he has me on a strict 1,500 calorie diet a day. So I passed up that large grande of anything. So this is another project that I've been wanting to do. I just haven't taken the time. I want to do these little squares, and there's a hole where you either do watercolor or you do little mini master boards. I think this would be a really fun project to do with y'all. And here's another where they've used colors. I think these here are just scrap papers. And I just love this. Sometimes I think the simpler project, this is what I really like because it's linear. I'm very much into level, plumb, and square, and you know, keeping everything straight, horizontal, vertical lines. So this is right up my alley. And there is a whole article in here on that. And this is really cute. This is a nice idea. This looks like it's raised up, and then there's some silk there. Yeah, fabric flower in mica flex. That's really sweet. With flowers in her hair, heart and soul. And then this here is, I just love these images. Again, I would probably take these out, or I would try to get some photocopies. And I have a nice idea to collage with this. And I really want to do that. I just want to, I've got an idea for that, and I just kind of want to run with it. So that would be a nice summer project. And then here's the gal from the front cover. And I was so happy to see her solo in here. Because again, I have a nice idea to enhance this picture here. But this is just gorgeous. I wish I could do this type of, this is, I believe, a painting. This is all acrylic paint. But I'm not a painter by any means. And look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. These girls would be just beautiful to take out and put in a frame and hang on your wall. I love them. I just absolutely adore this artwork. And then this is another mixed media character studies, which are fun. So if you have paper dolls, this is a great idea. I really want to do this. So this here gave me an idea. I have to meet with my girlfriend on Friday. Don't have to. My girlfriend and I are meeting on Friday. She just turned the big 6'5". She's the baby of our group. And so she's the gal that I make all these birthday cards for. So this here gave me somewhat, I'm not going to copy it, but it gave me a nice idea to make some birthday cards for her. So I got out my little J. Lee Lou gals right here. I'm going to use one of these, and this is going to be a separate video, but I'm going to make Julie Bean some birthday cards using the J. Lee Lou girls. And I'll be making those right after I make this. I have to meet with her on Friday. And I have a few of her other cards from Joey Card Maker. And I think I've got some Cowgirl cards I'm going to give her. These are really pretty. These are stitched hearts. And again, this would be a lovely backdrop for a greeting card. And then you could do whatever you want on the front with some sort of image, paper doll. So if you, that's the other thing, if you love, you know, the mixed media as a backdrop and you just don't have the confidence or the ability to do it, because it does require a lot of different materials. I don't think for $16.99 you can go wrong. It's a whole heck of a lot less expensive to purchase a magazine like this and, you know, cut and paste. But remember, you can't, if you're a creator and you sell, you cannot use these images because it is copyright. These are for your own personal use in your own journals. And then there's a whole pressed flower note cards, which are quite lovely. So if you're into that, they have some nice tips and tricks here. There's got to be a tip for all of these little, there's probably a lot of decoupage medium over that, so these don't fall off. And then it says carved in rubber. So these must be rubber stamps that are being used on these cards. And then there's, again, some more here, which if you are into junk journaling, you know, something like this would be cute at the base of your page. You could always put a family photo up above. And these colors are wonderful. These must come, yeah, these are all part. So let's see here. I just want to go back because I think they took pieces of this. Maybe not. But I've seen this somewhere. It might be on the next pages, but these are, these would be fun to use in a journal, especially if you, I think Joey Cardmaker has a circus digital kit out, and these would even be fun to use if you had that digital kit of Joey's, because they're all like circus colors. They're all bright and fun, and you could very easily incorporate some of these if you have those digitals. And this is very pretty. Okay, paper bag pocket. I thought these were fun. I thought I might try these, but I like the look of that. Anything with a postage stamp in. And I think this is adorable. Just a old piece of crocheted, whatever, it might be from a doily, where they've attached on and they've just stitched around it. And I like this idea as well, a transparent experiment. So this must be, I'm not sure what they used here. I'm not sure why they're calling it transparent. Maybe these words are transparent, maybe on a stamped and then put on vellum or something, and then they've put them on here. I haven't read this article yet. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, because in the supplies it doesn't say anything about oh no, just wax linen thread, watercolor paper. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I like these too. I think these are a lot of fun. Very earthy. And I thought this was a really cute idea, where in the journal here, they made these little cuts and then they just used some thread to enhance. It's like a gold thread to enhance around there. I thought that was really, really cute. And the same with this. I don't know if I would be able to replicate anything like this. I love the style, but again, it's a little intimidating, but I guess you just have to play. Beach hut collages. These are adorable. And I think that's where I saw that. So this paper here, they've taken, these are all the beach hut, not to be confused with beach nut, the beach hut images. So you can see here, oh, these are the little pennants. Here's the scalloped, and they just added them, which is a really cute idea to make that page there. But I think these are really adorable little cards. Even tags for a junk journal. These almost look like old postcards that they've scaled down. And these are just so cute. And obviously they have done these on, these are all canvas. Let's see, tissue, glassine paper, gesso boards. Okay, these are done on gesso boards. So these are the boards here. And then you hang them on the wall. Beautiful idea. Love that. This is a pretty tag, Calendar Girl. And then they give you a whole section here on woven stories in mixed media. So this obviously is done with fabric, I would assume. You can see where the fabric here is frayed. Yep, you can see fabric here that has been So these are really fun. These are very pretty. It's no receipt, got to keep that. They don't give you bags anymore in these stores, so I always stick the receipt in the magazine if I'm going to continue to walk around and browse. Here, simple statements. These are really pretty too. These are mixed media with fabric, and it looks, I don't know if this is a type of cord or a wire. Here's a button or disc. These are really pretty. This is wire. It's a wire to hang. Here they've used some little sticks. These are really cute. And this is what I want to do. And I want to do it on black paper like this. I'd like to make a black notebook, or I would buy a black notebook. And I would love to take, right now I have my masterboard book, but I would love to take some of my little squares and do some art, and all of my favorite little stickers that I've gathered over the years put in here, and it would just be a really nice picture book. So that would be a fun, and this is a great way to use your watercolor paints as well. So this would be a fun project. Maybe I'll start this when I get done with the crossword puzzle collages, because that'll be coming to an end in June. And this would be a nice place to pick up. But isn't this fun? And this would be very simple for everyone to do. You could even use some Tim Holtz figures in here. So I think I'm going to move on. This is what I will do after the after that crossword puzzle challenge is done. But these are really pretty. And it still could be a crossword puzzle challenge. All I'd have to do is get some crossword puzzles, and I could put a few around and put single words in here: love, peace, honor, cherish. So that might be kind of fun. I just thought of that. Just the crossword puzzle challenge in a different way. But I love this idea. It could be our 15-minute art project. And then they give you more paper to use from this here and this one, I think, over here. One of these. But so you have the blue. So you could actually cut some of these up and make a blue board. And then you have this one here. And then shades of violet, which I've never been a fan of purple. I've never liked any shade of purple except in a lilac, a fresh smelling, beautiful lilac. I don't like to wear purple. I still don't wear purple. I'm just not crazy about it. But I'm finding in the art world, I'm really learning to like it and embrace it. So those are very pretty. I like that. Gothic vignettes. I think this is, this is Salute to Mary Shelley. So this would be great if you're doing a Halloween project or something. But that's not really my style. I don't like the Gothic stuff. Table talisman. This image I would use, I would take this page and I would put this in my, I would do Bible journaling with this, and I would do some sort of collage, or I would just put it in my book, and then I would do a collage and writing on the right-hand side. I already have a plan for that for my Patreon. And this is another page that would be wonderful in my Bible journal. And then what I would do is I would take these here and I would take a row and put that maybe next to it. And then I would do some collage art, and I could put some prayers in here or whatever. So I'm already thinking about there for my Patreon members using those pages, which will be a lot of fun. And then we have some Tim Holtz pieces here with the figures, the little banners. And then I thought this was very interesting if you're into recycling and well, everybody's into recycling, but recycling, using and making art. These are K-cups, and I thought this was a brilliant idea. I wouldn't do it because, I mean, if you get a shadow box, this just isn't my thing. But I just think it's brilliant, and I would, if this was like at an art festival and these were for sale, I would definitely purchase one because I just think these are brilliant. I love them. So you'll see how here, but they take, these are all K-cups, and they paint the inside of them. And then you'll see how they do this, but this is repurposing pods. So you can kind of see here, bring this up a little bit. You can see how they do this here, and they have a cardboard template, and they paint the front, do whatever they have to do, and then they paint the inside of the K-cups. And you can see here where they've taken their cotton thread, embroidery thread, and they've threaded that through, and then they put them inside of the inside of these. Shows you all here how to make your template. But I just thought this was a brilliant craft. These are just so cool. And this is a double mat, so this is a larger frame. And the little heads in there. Experimentations and mixed media. I think this is very pretty. And this is what I think Jane Chip, in her book, she will take a photo. I've got to revisit it because I've always wanted to do this. And she transfers a photo. I think this is, I don't know if this is on paper, but Jane does it on tissue paper, and you have to spray and do all this funky stuff. That's what I want to do this summer. I really want to try that and experiment. And again, here's photos here on probably tissue paper, acrylic paint. Let's see, gel medium matte, joint compound, needle and thread, laser prints. That's the photographs. So I'd have to read that, but that's very cool. And again, if you were making cards or whatever, you could take these or tags. Here's some paper, which is quite lovely. More paper. There's some funky tags. These are really, oh, these are cut from galvanized steel. Cut tag shapes from galvanized steel and punch a hole at the top of each one. Alcohol inks, texture pastes, moss, verdigris, jade patinas to the tags. You would hear images with texture paint, add layers of crackle medium. So this is a huge experimental type project. That's something, that there. I thought this was fun, where you take some sheet music and you curl it and roll it and make dragonflies, butterflies out of them. I'd like to try that. I think that's really, really cute. Very pretty. Here, a viewing party. These must be old. These are metal. These must be metal slides. Let's see. Yeah, they're talking about a projector. But I've never seen them with metal, slide metal ones. I mean, I'm using slides for these greeting cards I'm going to be doing, but they've always been the Kodak, the cardboard ones. So I've never ever seen the metal ones. But aren't these fun? Love that. Let's see. Just says slide changer magazine. So yeah, I don't know. I've never seen, like I said, I've never seen metal ones. But these are very cool. All right. We're almost done. Seeing spots. Again, that's really deep purples. And then in the back, again, in this magazine, if you weren't able to, if you wanted a little variety and you weren't able to create your own mixed media, these little squares would be great to cut out and put in your book, and you could still put something, a little piece of something over these. So they give you an up-close bird's eye view of the detail on these. So like this project here is page 138, and it shows the stitching. This one here, different strips. Tiny strips of paper can be combined to make a stunning background. So they pick out really sweet specialty work on previous projects, and they put them in here so you can see a little bit more up close. So that is it for this May, June, and July issue, which I absolutely love. And I think this is, I'd like to do this too, have these little swatchy tape, which I think is really cute. Swatchy tape samples. I have so much washi tape that I forget what I have. And I would love to do this, a little flip book, so I can see what I have, and that could be my go-to reference. And that is it. That is it. So that, again, this is the May, June, July of 2024. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. It was a joy to show you. I love showing, because I know these are expensive. It's not in everybody's budgets. Like I said, I'm very, very particular as to what magazines I buy, what I can do with them, if there's projects in there. So I figure if I can treat myself for one magazine a year, I'm doing pretty good. It's not going to break the bank for me. But again, I want to thank you for coming along and taking a look at this. And then you can decide if this is a magazine you might like to use. But I appreciate it. I want everybody to have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.